Ever felt that nagging pain in your back after a long day of work? You're not alone. It's a common issue that many of us face, and it's often due to a lack of movement, poor posture, or just the stress of the day. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. Exercise, especially targeted movements, can be a game changer in relieving that discomfort and strengthening your back. In the next few minutes, we'll be diving into a series of exercises that can help you find relief from back pain. From stretches that help to loosen up tight muscles to strengthening exercises that build resilience, these movements can be a powerful tool in your pain relief arsenal. And guess what? You don't need any fancy equipment or a gym membership to do them. Don't worry, you don't need to suffer in silence. Let us introduce you to some exercises that can help. Before we dive into the exercises, remember the golden rule of any physical activity. Never skip the warm-up. Why, you ask? Well, warming up gradually revs up your cardiovascular system by raising your body temperature and increasing blood flow to your muscles. It's like prepping your car before a long drive. You wouldn't want to risk a breakdown in the middle of nowhere, would you? Now, imagine your body as a machine. The warm-up is the oil that keeps it running smoothly, preventing injury and making your workouts more effective, especially when it comes to back exercises. Warming up is non-negotiable. So what can you do to get that heart rate up? Simple exercises like neck rotations and shoulder shrugs are a great start. They're easy, require no equipment, and prime your body for the more strenuous workout to come. Now that your body is warmed up, it's time to move on to the main exercises. Our first exercise is the Camel Stretch. This is a wonderful exercise that not only benefits your back, but also helps in enhancing your breath control and body awareness. The Camel Stretch is a gentle flow between two positions that warm up and stretch your spine. It's named after the graceful movements of a cat and a camel, which is exactly what you'll be emulating. Let's get started. Find a comfortable spot on the floor and get on all fours. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Keep your back flat and your gaze looking straight down, not forward. This is what we call the neutral position. Now, for the cat part. Exhale slowly and round your spine towards the ceiling, just like a cat stretching its back. Tuck in your chin towards your chest and let your neck release. This stretch is all about feeling a gentle release in your back. Hold this position for a few seconds. As you inhale, transition into the camel. Arch your back, let your belly drop towards the floor, and lift your chest and tailbone towards the ceiling. It's the opposite of the cat. Remember, don't strain your neck by looking up. Keep your gaze forward. Hold this position for a few seconds, and there you have it, the Camel Stretch. You should flow smoothly from cat to camel and vice versa, synchronizing with your breath. This exercise is excellent for maintaining the flexibility of your spine. It helps in relieving tension in your back muscles and improves posture. It's a simple and effective way to kickstart your day or to unwind after a long day of sitting at your desk. Don't rush through the movements. The idea is to move in a controlled and smooth manner, really feeling the stretch in each position. It's not about how many you can do, but how well you do them. Remember, smooth movements are key in the Camel Stretch. Next up is a popular yoga pose known as the child's pose. This is a comforting, restorative posture that is often used in yoga as a resting pose. It's simple, it's soothing, and it's fantastic for easing tension in your lower back. Let's get into it. Start by kneeling on the floor. Touch your big toes together and sit on your heels, then separate your knees about as wide as your hips. Now exhale and lay your torso down between your thighs. Lengthen your tailbone away from the back of your pelvis while you lift the base of your skull away from the back of your neck. Lay your hands on the floor alongside your torso, palms up, and release the fronts of your shoulders toward the floor. The child's pose is a passive pose, so it should feel relaxing. Breathe deeply and rest in this pose for 30 seconds to a few minutes. Now let's talk about why this pose is so beneficial for back pain. When you're in child's pose, you're stretching your spine in a different way than when you're standing or sitting. This pose elongates and aligns the spine, which can help relieve tension in your lower back. It also stretches the hips, thighs, and ankles, further reducing stress and tension. And it's not just physical. Child's pose can also have mental and emotional benefits. The act of bending forward is calming. It helps to relieve stress and anxiety. And because you're focusing on your breath and the sensation of stretching, it's also a form of mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, you're not just working on your physical health, but your mental and emotional health as well. Remember, everyone's body is different, so it's okay if your child's pose doesn't look like someone else's. The important thing is that it feels good and helps alleviate your back pain. So take your time, listen to your body, and adjust the pose as needed. Feel the tension melt away with the child's pose. This is your time, your practice. So let's make the most of it. Let's find that peace and ease in our bodies, and let's keep moving forward. The lower back rotational stretch is another effective exercise for back pain. Now, let's delve into the specifics of this stretch. It's a simple yet powerful move that targets not just the lower back, but also the sides of your torso. It's like giving your spine a gentle twist and a lovely stretch all at once. Start by lying flat on your back on a comfortable padded surface. Your feet should be flat on the floor and your knees bent. Keep your shoulders firmly pressed against the floor. This is your starting position. Now gently roll both bent knees over to one side. Try to keep your shoulders on the floor while you do this. Hold this position for about 10 to 20 seconds. You should feel a gentle stretch through your lower back and your hips. After holding the stretch, return your knees to the center and repeat the stretch on the opposite side. The key here is to keep it slow, controlled, and most importantly, comfortable. This exercise should be repeated for a total of 5 times on each side. If you're just starting out, even doing it 3 times on each side can be beneficial. As you get more comfortable with the movement, you can gradually increase the number of repetitions. The lower back rotational stretch is a real boon for your back health. It not only helps in relieving back pain, but it also increases the flexibility of your spine and hips. It's like a mini massage for your lower back, helping to relieve tension and tightness. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to any exercise regimen. Make the lower back rotational stretch a part of your daily routine. You might be surprised at how much more flexible and less tense your back feels over time. And remember, always listen to your body. If any exercise causes discomfort or pain, it's important to stop and consult with a healthcare professional. Exercise should stretch your muscles, not strain them. With the lower back rotational stretch, you're on your way to a more flexible back. Well done on completing these exercises. And just like that, we've journeyed through a series of back pain relief exercises together. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. We started with the cat-camel stretch, a gentle flowing movement that helps to warm up your spine and build flexibility. It's like a morning yawn for your back, waking up those muscles and getting them ready for the day. Next, we visited the comforting realm of the child's pose. This exercise is a fantastic way to relieve tension in your lower back and hips. It's like a little retreat for your body, a place you can go to when you need some peace, tranquility, and of course, relief from back pain. Then we ventured into the territory of the lower back rotational stretch. This exercise is all about rotation and flexibility. We're talking about a 360-degree approach to back health here, one that targets every nook and cranny of your lower back. But here's the thing. Knowing these exercises is one thing, but doing them consistently is another. It's like having a secret recipe for a fantastic meal, but never cooking it. The ingredients are there, the steps are clear, but it's up to you to put it all together. Consistency is the key to unlocking the full benefits of these exercises. Make them a part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. It doesn't take a lot of time, just a few minutes a day, and the payoff? A healthier, stronger, pain-free back. So keep at it. Whether it's first thing in the morning, during your lunch break, or before you hit the sack, find the time to do these exercises. Your back will thank you. Remember, a pain-free back is within your reach. All it takes is a few minutes of your day.